Hi, my name is Donnie Hinshaw. I'm pastor of Haviland Friends Church, and I'm a student at Barkley College in the master's program. So a scripture passage that has really spoke to me over the last few years has been out of Romans chapter 12, verses 1 and 2. It says, I appeal to you, therefore, brothers, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God, which is your spiritual act of worship. And it says, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. And so often I think that I've offered myself as a living sacrifice in some way. That's been my calling. That has been my identity as a pastor. And what this class has actually taught me is that my role as a pastor can't be first, that my role of who I am has to be first, who God has created me to be, being comfortable with that person, knowing that person very intimately as if God knows the same way that God knows me. And so through this class, I have redefined my own personal mission statement, and what I've found myself to be is who God will create me to be as a pastor. He's designed me to be a pastor, a teacher, and a cultural creative of God's most unlimited resource, people. But he also made me a husband, a father, a photographer, a runner, and a reservoir of God's infinite spirit. And when I am creating and cultivating culture with my vocation and my avocation, that is when I feel his greatest pleasure. So realizing that it's okay to be who I am, that before anybody told me who I was, whether it was a pastor or a photographer or a runner, that God loved me intimately, and knowing that he loves me is the first step in understanding how he can create me to be the best pastor he's called me to be. Would I do this again? Without a doubt. Without a doubt. It's transformed my life, and it's transforming my ministry, and I am forever grateful for that.
I have never been on a missions trip before. I've never even been on a plane before Juniors Global.
Athens, Greece was my first missions trip ever, and my first time traveling internationally at all, so that's awesome.
I just received the call from God to be a missionary, or to go on the mission field, and I was really excited about that. And I was looking forward to possibly going abroad into other countries or other continents besides North America, and just seeing other cultures.
The Junior Global discount did help me to apply for a mission trip with them. I knew that I would not be able to go if I didn't have the discount because I knew that I wouldn't be able to raise all the funds myself.
It was neat to see people ministering to, and me ministering as well to, people of a totally different culture, a totally different religious background. We were just so opposite, and yet they were still drawn to God as well, and I could see God working in their lives. So it was really neat.
Because of this trip, I was more aware of what God was doing in the world. Because I was seeing missionaries love on other people, and to be able to love with them, it was pretty amazing. And then to know that missionaries are all over the world just made me very aware of what God is doing in our world, and that He is working.
With the Juniors Global trip, I got to teach English to children and high school students at an international school in Carpina, Brazil.
Our main missions point, I guess, was we worked with refugees. Mostly they were from the Middle East, mostly Afghanistan, but they were from a couple other countries as well. But the missionaries that we worked with at the refugee center were from all different countries, which I was just so excited about. I met people from Canada and from Finland, from Albania, from America, from Greece. It was just really awesome to be serving with people of God from all over the world.
I got to serve cross-culturally on my Juniors Global trip to Brazil in the sports ministry world. I got the chance to help coach alongside other coaches, basketball to kids of all ages, and I got to see volleyball and soccer get coached as well.
My Barkley education was enhanced by this trip, in that I was able to apply everything that I'd been learning in school previously to the trip while I was there. Barkley is preparing us, whether or not you're a mission student officially, it's preparing us to just go out into the world, even if it's not as far as Athens. I feel that they are preparing us to spread the gospel of Jesus with everybody. We are taught that through all of our classes, even if they're not necessarily ministry-based. And I just think it's an essential part of our education to go on some kind of trip, even if it's short-term, and just expose ourselves to other cultures and to the rest of the world so we can share the gospel with them.
It was fun to learn about the culture there and the history of Greece and where we were at, and it was really exciting to be able to say that I walked where Paul had walked. So it was really good to get closer to Paul in a way, and to get into his mindset of how he was ministering to people in Athens.
Coming back from Juniors Global was incredible. I saw the world in a whole new light. I saw not only just people in the United States serving Christ, but I had an awareness that it's not just us here serving Christ, it's people all over the world. It's people in Brazil, it's people in Greece, it's people in Africa, it's people everywhere, and we're all united as one body.
To those that are considering applying to a Barkley Juniors Global trip, I encourage you. It's such a great opportunity, such a blessing. You will be changed. I almost guarantee it. And God will work no matter what. And it's exciting to see and to be a part of.
You need to absolutely pray when you're considering one of these trips, because prayer is what will lead you to what God wants you to do. And then if you feel led, then apply. Just do it.
Barkley College Online has the same mission as on campus, which is to prepare students in a Bible-centered environment for effective Christian life, service, and leadership. All of our online professors are experienced practitioners in their respective fields who love and follow Jesus and serve in the church. Taking classes through Barkley College online is easy. You do not have to download complicated software, and courses are provided online and are compatible with Windows, Linux, and Mac operating systems. Barkley College's open enrollment allows students to jump in at any point during the year when students are ready. Classes are available all year long so students can keep moving towards their academic goals at their pace. Classes are 6 weeks in length. Students generally take one class at a time, but may choose to take multiple classes. Students may want to simply pick up a course for personal development while others are working towards degree completion. A 2-week online orientation class is available at no charge. The online orientation will provide you with the knowledge, resources, and support needed in order to succeed in the Barkley College online program. A vital piece of each class is our virtual chapel, which allows students to focus on ministering to one another in a caring community of online friends. Barkley College Online offers bachelor degrees in biblical studies, business management, Christian ministry leadership, and psychology. The online program also offers a program for the Master of Arts in Transformational Leadership degree.
Coming to Barkley College as a new student, I really had no idea what to expect. Coming from a big city, it was a really big change for me. Everything was just so positive. People here really want to know about you, and they pray for you, and they laugh with you, and just whether I'm eating lunch with my friends or going to a basketball game, just hanging out at the coffee shop or with small groups, there's always something fun going on.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this Midwest Christian College Conference Men and Women's Basketball Tournament, sponsored by Fraser Optometry. This championship matchup between the Ozark Christian Ambassadors and the Central Christian Saints. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we would ask that you would please stand and bow with us as we pray for this afternoon's activities.
Father, we're just grateful for a new day, for the sunshine, Father, for the gift of coming together to play the game of basketball. We pray that you would be over these two teams. We thank you for the work, the time, the effort that's gone into being here. And we just pray that the effort and the attitudes that happen in the next hour and a half would be glorifying and praising to you. And it is in your name that we pray. Amen.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, our starting lineups. First, for the Ambassadors of Ozark Christian College, a 5'7" junior from Cedar Falls, Iowa, number 20, Chelsea Matlack. A 5'8" freshman from Aurora, Missouri, number 23, Bailey Hilton. A 5'8" freshman from Pleasant Plains, Illinois, number 24, Kendall Schultz. A 5'7" junior from Greenville, Illinois, number 32, Tessa Snow. A 5'7" sophomore from Cedar Falls, Iowa, number 45, Whitney Matlack. The Ambassadors are led by head coach Tab Hall. And now for the Saints of Central Christian College, a sophomore from Madison, Missouri, number 3, Taylor Salmons. A freshman from Patricksburg, Indiana, number 10, Cecilia Harrington. A senior from Eldon, Missouri, number 11, Kelsey Mueller. A sophomore from Dexter, Missouri, number 24, Caitlin Frazier. A junior from Stroh, Indiana, number 25, Tiana Terry. The Saints are led by head coach Leanne Dahlstein. The National Christian College Athletic Association is committed to the true spirit of competition and upholding the 4 core values of the game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. We ask that each participant, official, and spectator join us in exhibiting these Christ-like characteristics and help create a positive environment in which we enjoy today's competition.
All right, welcome to today's Midwest Christian College Conference Championship game. Girls, Ozark Christian College, are they the 2 seed? I should have looked.
Ozark's the 3
seed. Okay. And the number 1 seed, Central Christian College of the Bible. Central gets the tip. We got 24, Frazier. Now, which ones on Central Christian were all conference?
Uh,
24.
First team, 3 was second team, and Mueller was.
I got you. Mueller was an honorable mention.
No, Mueller was MVP.
Player of the year?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, there we go. All right, Schultz with the rebound. Gotcha. Experienced some technical difficulties, those difficulties being Ryan Kendall and myself, Brad Lingenfelter, are new at this. So you will probably have a very enjoyable version of this game. Number 23, Bailey Hilton, shoots a 3.
Rebound by 24.
Yeah. That's a good look to the opposite side. Salmons with 2. 3-2 lead for Ozark right now. Good post feed. Kendall Schultz with the short miss. Freshman, good looking freshman too, as far as a good post player, good skill. I've seen her play 3 times now in this tournament, and she's a hard worker. And she's from Pleasant Plains, Illinois, which is my old stomping ground. So you know she's pretty good.
Turnover by the Ambassadors. Saints ball.
Ozark is actually coming back from usually a traditional top-tier team for a long time. Been down for about 3 or 4 years, and every year has been getting better here, all the way up to now playing in the championship game. Central traditionally was down, and in the last 3 or 4 years has been borderline dominant. Arguably the best team in the conference over that 4 or 5 year span.
Yeah, both Coach Hall and Coach Dahlstein have done a nice job with their teams.
Right, right. Frazier with the miss. Ooh, foul on Mueller. And that's right there, that foul on Mueller. It's unfortunate, but in all my time coaching basketball, I've never seen a better offensive rebounder than Kelsey Mueller. She is an absolute stud. Has been for the 3 years I coached against her.
She's about 5'6", and she averages 11.5 boards a game.
Yeah. Nice move by Hilton, a little short.
And rebound by Mueller.
Frazier looking down the floor. They're in a 5-out look. Yeah, they're definitely looking to spread the floor.
Use their athleticism to their advantage.
Yeah. Terry, she's more of a 3-point shooter.
It's a nice drive. Left the layup a little short.
Matlack, that's her game.
She's a scorer.
Yeah, she's a scorer, and if you're Central Christian, you might lay off her, let her shoot it, because going to the basket, she is lethal.
She's tough.
Very strong, creative in how she shoots.
Steal.
Good hands.
Steal back by Mueller.
Good look up, and then tough catch.
A little too much on the pass.
So here we are, Ozark 5-2 lead, about 3.5 minutes into the game. Nice over here.
High pick and roll.
Oh, good block by Salmons. Frazier pushing the ball to the floor. Oh, she's got that thing on a string. Nice fake, nice ball fake.
Good finish.
Kind of did a little look off, froze the defender and left her wide open for that layup. 5-4, Ozark.
Drive and kick. Fighting for the loose ball.
Both teams, good hustle. Chelsea Matlack's sister, number 45, more of a bruiser, more of a rebounder, as opposed to a scorer like her sister, Chelsea. Both good players.
Nice combination, yeah.
Yeah. It's always good when you can recruit twin sisters.
2 for 1.
He's right, especially if they're both good. Whitney Matlack with the miss. Frazier pushing it again. She has got that ball right on the string. 3 from Mueller, a little short. 34, who just entered the game. Bridget Ahrens with a good rebound. Caitlin calling out the offense, and that offense was, I'm going to take this ball to the rack. Good play. Nice pull up by Bailey Hilton. 7-6, Ozark. 5 minutes gone. Ozark's in a 2-3 zone now. Frazier's a 40% three-point shooter on the year, so that zone, that'll be something to watch. I think Central's got quite a few good three-point shooters they have. I know Terry's a good three-point shooter. Mueller has been in the past. And so that zone,
got to be aware of the outside shot.
Yep.
Yeah, Frazier's tough on the drive as well as knocking the three down.
Yeah, and she's quick.
Already proven how she earned the first team all-conference nod this year.
There you go. First free throw by Schultz is a miss. Still 7-6, Ozark. Second one up, 8-6, Ozark. Ozark again in a 2-3 zone. And Central attacks it with a 4-out, 1-in look. Aaron's flash there, pass was a little late. She was open initially on the flash. Mueller wide open for 3 at the top, and it's good.
Tough player, conference MVP right there.
Looks like they only gave her 2 on that, so it's 9-8. Good drive by Matlack. Salmons felt like she had a charge there. I think part of the problem was she left her feet right at the end. If she'd have kept her feet, I think
she'd have been all right.
Yeah, I think that would have definitely been a charge. And that's the thing about Matlack. You can draw charges on her because when she decides, hard. When she decides she's going to the basket, she's going to the basket. And she wants contact because she wants to get to the free throw line, draw a couple fouls, and see if you can slow her down just a little bit.
Salmons goes down to the bench with 2 fouls. Harrington checks back in. Also got Aspen Schultz checking in for the Ambassadors. Another board by Mueller.
Yeah, that's a senior going against a freshman there. You can just, the level of aggression gets a little, of course, it's not really fair. Mueller was like that as a freshman. She was our conference player of the year as a freshman.
Tough player, has been all 4 years.
Yeah. Has she been the player of the year every year?
I That's a good possibility.
Twice, I know. Mueller again, she's having a good game. Central now up 13-8.
Timeout by Coach Hall.
With this 30-second timeout, I know that right at the beginning of the conference season, Central Christian and Ozark played. I believe the game was at Central, was it not? And Central won that. Trying to see that. Yeah, right at the beginning of the year. Central Christian won that game 77-49. Obviously, neutral court now. A year's worth of development, playing together. And I don't expect to see that kind of an outcome.
Oh, I see a
but
tighter
Ozark,
game today.
Ozark has played well in this tournament. Really well in the second half yesterday as they pulled away from Calvary, because that was a one-point game at halftime.
Yeah.
And about 10 minutes in, Calvary had only scored 3 points in the second half.
Yeah, Ozark's one of the hotter teams in our conference. They've won 10 of their last 11,
there
actually.
You go. I think that only loss was to Barkley, right?
That's true.
Here.
It's true.
By 6, 7, 77, 71, something like that.
Yep.
On senior night.
Senior night.
Yeah.
Yep, the seniors from Barkley came up big that
Yep.
day.
Morgan and Kaylee and Kaylin.
Yep.
Good drive by Kaylin. That's a pretty nice move by Aarons.
Another board by Mueller.
Offensive board. I bet we'll hear that a lot.
Inside out.
Yeah, Mueller's, she's an animal, man.
She is a
she
tough
has
player.
been for 4 years. That's a really nice post up, little half hook.
Nice
Right
shot.
over 15, Aspen Schultz. She's a bench player that does a good job. She does a good job in the post. Looks like they're getting man-to-man now. I was worried that Central might shoot him out of that zone.
Yeah.
Now your problem is Mueller is, and on cue, a better driver than she is a shooter.
She has such great body control.
That's what makes them. That's what makes them tough. That's why they're number 1 seed. That's
right.
a great move. Chelsea Matlack, I assume she was a first team all conference as well.
She was.
Yeah. Very good player. Oh, they missed Mueller. She's had him pinned twice. Harrington, another good shot.
Another big three.
21-12. We're about halfway through the first half. Central shooting the ball really well. And in fact, that's the difference in the game right now is their 3-point shooting. Because Ozark's playing well too. Nice flash, good catch and shoot.
Catch and shoot,
Good job.
nice ball.
Textbook, that's
Tesha Snow.
Tesha Snow.
Nice shot.
Harrington calling out the play, waggling her fingers at him. See what happens here. A post up by Aarons. Mueller's got it. Swings it to Harrington. Aaron's been getting pretty good post position if they can get it to her, especially on the reversal. If she can get them pinned. Tough shot by Frazier. Getting towards the end of the shot clock. Nice look up ahead by Anna Chandler. Central pokes it out of bounds.
Taylor Dixon in, give Mueller a breather, well-deserved.
Yeah, she's played really well. Most teams go zone on out-of-bounds plays. It looks like Central staying in their man. Yeah, they stayed in man, and they just switched every screen. Nice
great pass.
Great play.
Sister to sister.
Yeah, Ozark has passed the ball really well today. And Matlack's made some really good plays, good cuts. And that's what you expect. She's your best player. You expect her to do some good things. See Terry with another drive. Like I said, she's a 3-point shooter. But having the ability to pump fake, put the ball on the floor. Now the defense has to honor that, and maybe next time down she's wide open because they're afraid of her driving by them. So, and she is a really good shooter. She's shooting in the 40 percentile range as well for the year, I think, 39.4. So
she hit 2 big ones against us earlier in the year. We actually had a lead on them, and she knocked down 2 threes and closed the door.
Right at the end.
Right at
I
the
remember
end.
that. I saw that. I think they're off Frazier penetrations, too, and kicked them to the corner.
Yes,
Yeah.
both of them,
Yep.
same corner.
Yep, I saw that.
30-second timeout. Central with the
Nice.
7-point lead.
Second. All right, we're back, and Ozark Christian bringing the ball down. Bailey Hilton's has had a pretty good tournament, too. She's athletic, real good drive. She's got a pretty nice shot. Anna Chandler, the miss, another good player. Harrington for another 3. Ooh.
Rims out. Fighting for the ball underneath.
That's the type of effort you want to see. Clean, no maliciousness there, but trying to get the ball.
And you expect
and
that in a
yeah,
championship
and if
game.
you have to go through somebody to get it, then you got to go through somebody to get it. Harrington with another 3. A little bit to the left. Push that one a little bit. Matlack coming down, trying to get Chandler to turn around. Good look up. Coach Dolstein not too terribly happy with that call.
Nice bucket by Matlack.
Understandable. When I was coaching, I didn't really like most calls either. So
5-point game. Central bringing the ball down. Nice post up by Aaron.
That is
Tough pass.
that is such a tough entry pass. You would think it's easy, but when there's a defender between you and the person you're throwing it to, and you got to lob it over them, that is tough to do. Good hustle by Schultz. Caitlin Frazier, outside of those 2 drives, been pretty quiet so far.
She has.
Nice look up by Matlack. I think they're going to call that one on the floor.
I think so. Got her early, I guess.
Bailey Kronig. Mueller's back in. Salmons is back in. Watch for Salmons. She's got 2 fouls. Want to make sure that she doesn't pick up a 3rd. Mueller all over Matlack right now. Good cut by Chandler. Pass a little bit off. Great hustle. Great hustle.
Nice work again.
Kronig that just came into the game. What you want from your bench players anytime a bench player comes into the game is, if they specialize in shooting, sure, go ahead and shoot the ball. But more than anything, you want them to play defense, rebound, take care of the ball.
She's all over the floor for that jump ball.
Right, and just give some minutes so your starters can rest and
Nice
get back
D.
in the game. Good D. Frazier in the open court. This could be. Man, she just split right through those. She is quick. Wow.
She gets to the hole quick.
Almost like a running back in football, where you're just going down. Oh, there's a spot. I'll dart through there real quick. And
Find the hole and go.
Yeah, and she drives the foul. Good player. First shot's up and in. That makes it 24-18.
You got Schultz back in for Chandler, for the Ambassadors. Second free throw up.
Yep.
And
Good. Tiana Terry back in for Harrington. I will say this, my one observation, I have Salmon's in the game in a man-to-man right now. Either post player that she guards are kind of foul magnets because they both work so hard.
They do.
So that'll be interesting to watch, see if Salmons can make sure she doesn't pick up her third foul. Schultz works hard. Schultz works hard.
Mueller with another rebound. Frazier slowing things up.
Schultz only took 13 threes on the year and took one here in the championship game. Maybe see if she's feeling it. And there's Croning on the ground again. As a coach, I mean, you just love that. Anybody getting on the floor, but especially your backups that come into the game. Like I said, you want energy, defense, and rebounding.
Earning some minutes.
Yeah.
She's doing a nice job.
Bailey Hilton trying to stay right there on Caitlin Frazier. Salmons comes off a screen. Good looking shot. She's also a 31% three-point shooter, so Central Christian definitely a good three-point shooter. In fact, they've been that way for 3 or 4 years. Just had really good shooters.
Aaron's back in for Harrington. Nice minutes.
Frazier walking it up. Pass over to Aarons. Mueller. There's a rebound. I mean,
Body
I'm
position,
retired
and she
because
just
of
works
her.
so hard.
She's one of the reasons I retired, because she is just, she's just a great offensive rebounder. It's a good shot. It's a pretty good defensive rebounder, too.
Yeah.
Oh, and she can shoot it. She can put it on the floor, and she can post you up, too.
She's had more than one 20 and 20 game this year.
Yeah. Schultz being very aggressive. It's good. Like I said, she's a freshman. And she's going to be a good one down the line, you know. One of the characteristics of this conference is four-year women's players are not very common at any of the colleges. And if she can stay 4 years, she's going to turn out to be a pretty good player.
She is.
Mueller almost got her hands on that one, too. Nice
Matlack on the drive. Nice finish.
She's kind of got a bull in the china shop type of a game, but I mean, she is so effective because she's quicker than she appears. And
attack mode.
Yeah, and she's in attack mode all the time. Nice
driving kick.
Salmons with another shot, little off. Rebound by 32, Tesha Snow. 27-20, Central Christian. Coming up on the 5-minute mark of the first half of the women's championship game. Nice look out by Kendall Schultz. 2-point bucket, Tesha Snow.
A nice rebound at the defensive end and came down and hit the shot.
In a 1-3-1 zone now. Had 2-3 at one time, then they went man-to-man. Now they're trying a 1-3-1, trying to find something that's slowing them down. Look for those corner threes. Salmon's just passed that one up. She's missed a couple in a row. Her confidence might be down a little bit. Those corner threes, that's the type of thing that's going to be open. And I was just about to say, any diagonal pass. And that was a good look there. But against that 1-3-1, any diagonal pass from top to low or low to top can be open, especially if the defense is lazy and not getting back on the backside.
That 1-3-1 was very effective yesterday versus Calvary.
Yes, it was.
Came out and ran it the entire second half.
Exactly.
Did a really nice job.
A lot of contact. Off Caitlin Frazier. It's been a pretty well played half as far as the fouls, and of course we get one now, but only 6 and 5. No one's even in the bonus yet. That's a good, clean game. Yet they've been playing hard too. So. Whitney Matlock at the line. First one misses. Right now it's a 5-point game.
Aaron's back in for Salmons, Central Christian.
Second one misses. Great hustle. Great hustle, but out on Aaron's. Blues ball. Good feed to Whitney. She's going to go back to the. She's going to go back to the free throw line. I don't think Aaron's agrees with that. There we go.
Got the roll on that one.
Yeah. Those first two were just warm-up shots for getting her stroke for these.
4-point game with 4 minutes left in the half.
Rebound by Harrington. Frazier calling the play out as she comes down the floor. And they run a lot of 5-out stuff, which you would think from a team that shoots as many threes as they do. Two people going for it. Okay, saves with Central Christian. Caitlin, one-handed baseball pass, swinging it around. They have sort of a dribble drive offense going right now. 5-out dribble, trying to get into the middle and kick it out to a shooter. Mueller open again for 3, misses that one. Rebound, Chelsea Matlack.
Going to the hole. Got the block, I believe. I think she was in position, she just leaned in a little bit too much on that one.
Tolstein's not too happy with that call either. I get it.
Ozark struggling from the line. Missed 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, I think Tab will look at the, which is Coach Hall of Ozark, will look at the stat sheet at the end of the half and think, ooh, what could have been as far as the missed free throws.
Free throws, that's true.
They left a lot of points out there.
Kendall Schultz picks up a tough one. Looked like she had pretty good position on that one. She has to sit with 2 fouls. A couple subs coming in for Central Christian.
Taylor Dixon. Salmon's coming in. Harrington out again.
Mueller for the 1-and-1 on the other end. It's the first one. Hits them both. Extends Central Christian lead to 6. Just under 4 minutes to play in the half.
Haley Hilton trying to get around Caitlin Frazier, unable to do so. Kicks out to Whitney Matlack. Schultz will go up hard. Good box out. Good box out. Aaron just decides, I'll go ahead and bring it down. Once again, they get their 5-out look. Dixon with the miss. Stage Central Christian, that's a tough break for Ozark, because it really looked like the Ozark girl had it until Mueller kind of came crashing into her and then knocked it loose, and then the Ozark girl touched it as it went out of bounds. That's a tough way to lose a rebound. A little short. Snow with the rebound. Good look down the sideline.
Kick out.
Kick out. She's hit one today. A little short. Follows her own shot. Frazier read that the whole way. Oh, good.
Nice hustle by Hilton.
Good hustle by Bailey Hilton. That's a good job.
It's good
right here
ends.
at half court, as soon as Snow was coming over here to get this ball, Frazier came from the top of the key knowing she's going to kick this out to the side here, and she read that perfectly. That's just basketball IQ. That's the one thing you cannot teach. Just a good feel for what's going on or what's about to happen.
Got several girls on the floor tonight with that.
Yes.
Nice kick out to Hilton for
That's
three.
A big shot.
Big shot.
29-26.
3-point game, under 3 minutes left in the half.
Salmons looks at Mueller. Good rebound by Aarons after drive by Frazier.
Both teams have gone a little cold here.
Right.
Getting good shots, but not seeing the bottom of the net too much. Nice rebound. Foul sends Aaron to the line.
She's got a really good, for a post player, really good looking shot.
Yeah, she's got a nice release.
She had a nice pump fake earlier and a little step through from the baseline. Mueller ends up on the floor. Doesn't seem too terribly happy about it. Wouldn't be surprised to see a steal coming up here because of it. There we go. She's on the break.
Great pass by Frazier.
Yep.
And the finish.
Great look. They Central, you can tell. I saw the game against Barkley. Other than that, I haven't seen them this year, but they look like they go in spurts. Like they can hang 8-10 points on you in a hurry, then go through a little bit of a dry spell, and then all of a sudden 8 or 10 points again.
That's right.
Because that's 7.
Got the lead back up to 9.
The game went from 29-26, or that's 6, I should say.
Yeah.
Right back, now it's up to 9 again.
Ozark needs a bucket. Nice drive. Left it a little short.
All right, 35-26 with 1:21. We'll come back after this timeout. All right, we're coming out of the timeout. Once again, 35-26, Central Christian, the #1 seed in the Midwest Christian College Conference championship game against the #3 seed Ozark Christian College Lady Ambassadors. Central bringing the ball down, led by Caitlin Frazier. She's just a tremendous point guard, especially at this level. Mueller's on the bench, interesting, with 1 minute left.
A near steal
Chance
by
with a 9-point lead to rest her and make sure don't get any silly foul or anything like that. Surprise Salmon's on the bench too with her 2 fouls. Aarons will go to the line again where she knocked down a two free throws just a couple minutes ago. Good stroke on both of them.
looking to extend the lead to double figures.
That was a great looking shot.
Hits her 3rd in a row. A little short on the 4th. Ozark looking to push. Bailey Hilton. Pulled it off.
They really need something. That's a
nice
that
rebound.
Was a great rebound. She probably need. Wow. That's.
Frazier with the pick.
That's dirty.
And the finish.
You know, a lot of times in basketball, I mean, Chelsea Matlack's a great player. But probably the 2 best players on the floor are Mueller and Frazier. And the basketball, more than any sport, you go as far as your best players are going to take you.
It's true.
And Matlack's played well.
She has. They both have.
Frazier and Mueller
Big.
have played outstanding.
Big
That's a
3
huge
by
shot.
Schultz.
There's a big psychological difference between being down double digits and being down just 9. Might not seem like a lot, but the difference between 9 and 10 is huge. And that is extremely demoralizing on the other side, because not only is it not double digits, it's a buzzer beater, a double whammy there. So Tab will have her work cut out for her in the locker room at halftime, and I'm sure she'll do a good job. She's done a good job with Ozark this year. So, and if they come out in the second half and play the way they did yesterday against Calvary, went on about a 20-3 run to start the second half.
Right back in it.
Yeah, right back in it. But Coach Dahlstein, too, I mean, these are 2 really good coaches in this conference. So we'll
They'll
see
make
how it shakes out.
adjustments and come out and do what needs to be done.
Yeah. All right, well, in 14 minutes, we'll be back with the second half of the championship game. Once again, it's 41 for Central Christian to Ozark Christian's 29.
Coming to Barkley College as a new student, I really had no idea what to expect. Coming from a big city, and it was a really big change for me. Everything was just so positive. People here really want to know about you, and they pray for you, and they laugh with you, and just whether I'm eating lunch with my friends or going to a basketball game, just hanging out at the coffee shop or with small groups, there's always something fun going on. Barkley has helped me realize what a community looks like.
Here at Barclay, I've experienced great community, not only with your students and the peers around, but also with the professors. I actually get to have a lot of one-on-one time with my advisor, and she's helped me out a lot with my education struggles and my spiritual struggles. Other teachers have been willing to make time for both in the class and out of class. They've listened to me, they've encouraged me, they have prayed with me through the joys and struggles of being a college student. At Barclay, professors are more than just teachers, they're friends and mentors. Those relationships have made learning so much more enjoyable for me.
Besides learning in a classroom environment at Barclay, Barkley provides hands-on experiences. At Barkley, I'm not just preparing for ministry, I'm serving as I prepare for ministry. And I've gotten the opportunity to prepare with a lot of students in local ministries, at the church, at the local church, and in a larger community as well. Barkley has just given me avenues to use my gifts and talents in ways that equip me for the future.
I'm so thankful to have received the full tuition scholarship that Barkley College gives to all on-campus students. There are so many ways Barkley College has blessed me. Between the scholarship, athletics, small groups, and classes, I've learned about trust, faith, and God's guidance. My experience at Barkley College has definitely brought me closer to Christ.
Hi, my name is Donnie Hinshaw. I'm pastor of Haviland Friends Church, and I'm a student at Barkley College in the master's program. So a scripture passage that has really spoke to me over the last few years has been out of Romans chapter 12, verses 1 and 2. It says, I appeal to you, therefore, brothers, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God, which is your spiritual act of worship. And it says, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. And so often I think that I've offered myself as a living sacrifice in some way. That's been my calling. That has been my identity as a pastor. And what this class has actually taught me is that my role as a pastor can't be first, that my role of who I am has to be first, who God has created me to be, being comfortable with that person, knowing that person very intimately as if God knows the same way that God knows me. And so through this class, I have redefined my own personal mission statement, and what I've found myself to be is who God will create me to be as a pastor. He's designed me to be a pastor, a teacher, and a cultural creative of God's most unlimited resource, people. But he also made me a husband, a father, a photographer, a runner, and a reservoir of God's infinite spirit. And when I am creating and cultivating culture with my vocation and my avocation, that is when I feel His greatest pleasure. So realizing that it's okay to be who I am, that before anybody told me who I was, whether it was a pastor or a photographer or a runner, that God loved me intimately, and knowing that He loves me is the first step in understanding how He can create me to be the best pastor He's called me to be. Would I do this again? Without a doubt. Without a doubt. It's transformed my life, and it's transforming my ministry, and I am forever grateful for that.
I have never been on a missions trip before. I've never even been on a plane before Juniors Global.
Athens, Greece was my first missions trip ever and my first time traveling internationally at all, so that's awesome.
I had just received the call from God to be a missionary, or to go on the mission field, and I was really excited about that. And I was looking forward to possibly going abroad into other countries or other continents besides North America, and just seeing other cultures.
The Junior Global discount did help me to apply for a mission trip with them. I knew that I would not be able to go if I didn't have the discount, because I knew that I wouldn't be able to raise all the funds myself.
It was neat to see people ministering to, and me ministering as well to, people of a totally different culture, a totally different religious background. We were just so opposite, and yet they were still drawn to God as well, and I could see God working in their lives. So it was really neat.
Because of this trip, I was more aware of what God was doing in the world, because I was seeing missionaries love on other people, and to be able to love with them, it was pretty amazing. And then to know that missionaries are all over the world just made me very aware of what God is doing in our world, and that He is working.
With the Juniors Global trip, I got to teach English to children and high school students at an international school in Carpina, Brazil.
Well, our main missions point, I guess, was we worked with refugees. Mostly they were from the Middle East, mostly Afghanistan, but they're from a couple other countries as well. But the missionaries that we worked with at the refugee center were from all different countries, which I was just so excited about. I met people from Canada and from Finland, from Albania, from America, from Greece. It was just really awesome to be serving with people of God from all over the world.
I got to serve cross-culturally on my junior's global trip to Brazil in the sports ministry world. I got the chance to help coach alongside other coaches, basketball to kids of all ages, and I got to see volleyball and soccer get coached as well.
My Barkley education was enhanced by this trip in that I was able to apply everything that I'd been learning in school previously to the trip while I was there. Barkley is preparing us, whether or not you're a mission student officially, it's preparing us to just go out and
All right, welcome back to the Midwest Christian College Conference Ladies Championship game between Central Christian College of the Bible and Ozark Christian College. Central leads right now 41-29 behind the efforts of Kelsey Mueller, the Conference Player of the Year, who has got 18.7 boards at halftime. And Caitlin Frazier also has 10 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and a good all-around game. For Ozark, Matlack has had 8. Chelsea Matlack. Tesha Snow has had a good game. Made a couple, or a shot from the three-point line for 7. But really, right now, a 12-point game. The biggest discrepancy is Central Christian 9 of 10 from the free throw line in the first half, and Ozark is just 2 of 10. That's a 7-point gap right there, just in free throws. And on the season, Ozark is a 63% free throw shooting team. So more than likely, the law of averages say they're going to shoot pretty well here in the second half. But it's unfortunate to get down 12. You got to fight back. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what Coach Hall has for this second half as like yesterday, like we said earlier, against Calvary. 1-point game at halftime, and about 6-7 minutes into the game, they were up 15. So we'll see what she's got, and she's over there clapping and happy right now. So she's still positive and ready to go.
Both teams look loose.
Looks like starters for both teams.
Ozark ball.
They were waiting on the refs a little bit.
I bet you love saying that.
Yeah. Anyone who knows me knows that I was not the ref's best friend, and that's okay. I've learned to live with it. Nice drive by Matlack. Ooh. That is a tough one.
Call for the block, and we'll see if the fortunes at the free throw line change.
That is a tough one.
A lot of contact on the drive.
Mueller was just standing there. I don't know what else she could have done. Unless maybe they said, but that was outside of the restricted area, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's a tough one.
That's Mueller's third.
I would never question a ref's opinion, so it must have been the right call.
Right. Matlack, 1 of 2 from the line.
So they're already better percentage-wise, and halfway to their total from the first half in the free throw line. Salmons pops out. There it is. That's a tough pass. Mueller had her sealed, but that is just such a tough pass to make.
Not enough air underneath it.
It's a lot tougher than anybody could possibly imagine.
Nice seal by Matlack. Kick out.
Ooh, a lefty. An ambidextrous on us. Rebound by Whitney Matlack, but kind of pushed under the basket a little bit too far. And getting back to that pass that from the wing to someone who's sealed with full front like that, what you want to do is let them keep that seal and pass that ball up to the top of the key. Then you got, depending on where the rest of the defense is, you even got a bounce pass that's
nice
easy
bounce
catchable instead of trying to lob that up and over someone.
Still having the defense on your back.
Right. Salmons is off today.
Nice
she's having a
rebound by
good
Frazier.
game, and she's doing some good things. She just the three-point shot's not followed yet. Oh, Frazier got caught up in the air. Cardinal rule: do not leave your feet trying to make a pass. Yeah.
Got the charge call that time.
Yeah, that last one was
Pretty similar.
yeah, pretty similar, and I don't think they were going to let it fly twice.
I don't think so.
Coach Dahlstein might have exploded, literally, like a spontaneous combustion. Not
That could have been ugly.
that could have been bad. Terry with the ball again. Terry's older sister might be listening in. Hello, Taylor. She was a good player for Central Christian College of the Bible. I shouldn't even say a good player, an extremely good player. The other thing I like about Caitlin is she's always in control. When she goes fast, it's like she just puts on the jets. Ooh, foul.
Tough call.
Yeah.
Tough call. Shot clock
Yeah.
running down.
You know, she's just under control, and then all of a sudden she's just gone. And she dribbles the ball so low to the ground. She's just got that
Low center of gravity.
Yeah, she's
very
just-
strong.
Just a great player. I know last year I thought Central was going to be down a little bit compared to where they were the 2
Yeah.
years before that.
Yeah.
And I looked at the first few box scores on the year, and I was like, who's this Frazier girl that's got scoring 25 a game? She's outscored Mueller. I'm like, great. They're going to be good again. And they were.
And they
and
were.
They are
and
again.
They still are.
This is going on a solid 5 years in a row that they've been either the best team in the conference or the second best team in the conference. And the tough thing for them, they're not getting the love they need nationally,
Right.
because the team that's been first or second along with them has been Manhattan Christian College, and they're in the same region.
That's right.
And only one of them can represent that region in the national tournament, and when they probably every year both have deserved it. (42-32) right now. Ozark has cut into this lead a little bit. And, speaking of region stuff that is going to be taking place this weekend, Ozark is no stranger to tough regions either, as well as Barkley College. In arguably, I don't even know if it's arguably, I would say for the past 4 or 5 years, the best region in the nation for women's basketball, especially, and men's basketball too. Is pretty tough.
This year, the women rank 1 and 2 in the country.
Yeah.
Hillsdale and Arlington. And the
And-
men are 4, 6, and 7 with Dallas, Arlington, and Hillsdale.
And last year they weren't quite as big at the top as far as the 1 and 2. Last year I think they went 3, 4, and 6.
Yeah, I think you're right.
With
Yeah.
Dallas Christian being the
That's
other
right.
one. And
That's right.
I mean, it's just a really tough conference. So Ozark's got tough games all the time.
They do.
In the conference, in the region.
Which is why I think you find them in the championship game today.
Right.
Because they've had that tough competition all year.
Right.
Worked through adversity. Coach Hall's done a great job keeping the team together.
Right. Foul on Matlack. That's her second. That's good. No real foul trouble for either team. Mueller with the 3.
Kendall Schultz with 3.
Yeah. And Mueller's the type, as a senior, she might not pick up another foul the rest of the game and still be the
be
best
effective.
player on the floor. So it's just, we'll see how she adjusts. It does take away a little bit of her aggressiveness, which is a big
part of her game.
Oh, yeah.
Big set here. Great
There's
pass.
That's a great pass.
Tough finish.
That's what it looks like when you can do it, but that's just tough. Oh, that is a really tough call. Wow. Wow. My
It's a nice
being
coaching
in the
instinct
gym of where I
kicked in
used
right
to
there.
coach, I just about said something.
Just about stood
that
up,
was
ladies and
tough.
gentlemen.
And yeah, that was just a good, hard play by Schultz, and I mean I think that's a no call, a steal, but
I'm also way over here, so I might not have seen everything, but foul on, looks like an offensive foul on Salmons.
That's her
good.
fourth.
That's four.
That's her fourth
That's
with 16 and a half minutes left.
Yeah, so we'll see how this shakes out.
Aarons has done a nice job as she's come in. Doesn't have the three-point shooting, but
is
has played
arguably
real well.
Today played better than Salmons. So, and that was a great tape by Bailey Hilton. She's quick.
She's
a
nice
tall,
player.
She's quick. She can shoot it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think her length is what makes her so good because she's
a nice
quick.
roll. Yeah. It's a nice setup for that play. They've ran that last year. I think Coach Dahlstein stole that from Coach Polite. Durante Polite was the coach before her. That little screen with the roll after a screen. There's a screen initially set and that clears the player to the other side, and then they set a ball screen, and then there's nobody on the backside help. And Mueller, they ran that against us last year, and I mean,
tough to defend.
Yeah, very tough, especially when the two people doing it are Mueller and Frazier. So
Schultz back in for Matlack, both with 3 fouls. We'll see how Kendall Schultz can play with 3. Anna Chandler from the baseline.
Chandler, that's one thing she can do. She can shoot, and she can go through some slumps sometimes, but I've seen her when she is hot, she'll knock 4 or 5 down in a row.
Yep. Nice to have a player like that come off the bench.
Yeah, and she's one of those that once the game gets tight and things are going well, that's when that will happen, where she'll start hitting shots left and right. So like right now, 44-36.
8-point
Ozark's
game.
done a good job of keeping it close. Schultz very
on the
big.
post up.
Yeah, she
Great
did a great
shot.
job posting up.
Great shot.
She buried her defender, had both hands showing for the ball, turn and score. Pride of area code 217, my old stomping grounds, like I said before. Pleasant Plains Cardinals. Shout out to the Pleasant Plains Cardinal Nation.
Nice move by Aarons. Good finish. Both teams going into the block now to get their points.
Good ball movement. Hilton
Swing
wide
out
open.
to Hilton for the 3. Big shot.
You know, one of the big things about shooting is, for one thing, it's 90% mental.
Yes.
The other thing is, if you do the right things, if you make the passes, if you go inside out, if you make that extra pass and you shoot in rhythm, your chances of it going in increase astronomically.
Yes.
That's a good pass.
Great
Way
pass
to
by
go
Hilton.
in looking for contact. Ozark's playing really well now. This reminds me of yesterday when they got on that run, they got going, and they're always in attack mode. That's one thing ever since Tab's been here. They've always been in attack mode. Previous coach at Ozark, and I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. Wow, coached against him for about 6 years.
I lost
and I
it
can't
too.
remember his name. But the one thing about Tab, she has brought in the kind of push it, attack. They don't spend more than 10, 15 seconds in the shot clock usually. They're looking to attack. Timeout. It's probably a good timeout by Dahlstein.
3-point game.
Yes. 46-43, Central Christian. And we'll be back here after this timeout. All right, we're coming back out. Central Christian screaming defense in their huddle as they're leaving, and it's been part of the problem. But it's also been good offense by Ozark Christian, and in fact, their offense is being fueled by their defense down here, getting some leak outs and some transition baskets, people attacking the basket. Anna Chandler's done a good job of coming in and providing a spark. I was just going to say, one of the things that during this run that we haven't seen is Mueller and Frazier even looking to shoot. It's been other people shooting, or they haven't even had a chance to get shots off. Schultz with a miss from 3. And Frazier coming down the floor, eyes darting back. That's a great pass. Good block by Anna Chandler. Aaron's strong.
Good offensive set. Good offensive set by Aaron's. Sticking with it after the block and going up strong.
That's been huge. She has played really well. And this is her best game of the tournament because, like I said, I've seen their first 2 games, and she's playing really well. And you know, in a championship game, you always have your stars, like we talked about, Matlax and Mueller and Frazier and whatnot. But a lot of times, you know, it's somebody that's from the periphery that is solid, does a good job, usually a starter, but maybe someone that has a big game. And you get that extra spark from somebody. And today for Ozark, it's definitely been snow.
Yes. Well, and I might say Aaron's off the bench for Central Christian. Just played a really nice game.
Terry's an absolutely fantastic shooter. Don't want to leave her open too many times like that.
No, she has that much time. She's going to knock those down.
Once again, Schultz did a great job
going up strong.
Getting great position. And, you know, Terry might have still been thinking about that missed shot, and you know, because she kind of came down and just parked herself right there at the block, and Schultz went there,
got in front of her, and posted up,
put her behind into her leg, and said, "Give me the ball." And that's what you want to do as a post player. You absolutely want to bury that defender there. Makes both free throws. Schultz going to check out. She's had a good second half. She was saddled with some foul trouble in the first half and played well, but didn't get to play very much, right. So it's a 2-point ball game. Much like yesterday, it's a 19-9 start for Ozark.
Nice kick out by Aarons.
It's a great play. And here comes Matlack. Good decision to pull it out, swing it. Surprised Snow didn't shoot that. Nice little ball fake.
Nice shot off the glass.
She's good. Bailey Hilton's a good player. Is she a freshman? Let's see here. Bailey Hilton, yeah, she's a freshman. Yeah, Schultz is a freshman.
Going to be around a little too long for my liking.
Both the Matlacks are a sophomore and a junior.
Yeah.
One's a junior.
Yeah, that's right.
So they could be good for a while. What a great move.
Split the zone. Nice shot. That lack from downtown.
Wow. That's her first 3 of the game. That's something that she is not.
That's Ozark's first lead of the game, I believe.
Yeah, Ozark's first lead. No, they led right at the beginning.
Did they?
Right at the beginning for a little while.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I'm impressed by Erin. She's just a good player.
Yep, very fundamental.
Both teams are really good. That's a huge shot.
And Mueller answers with 3. Central Christian back up by 2. Under 11 minutes left to play.
Matlack. Tough pass, a little low. Frazier surveying it, and then we got another 3. Oh, that one she pushed a little bit.
Yep, a little bit.
Good look down the floor. That should be white. That should be white.
Yep.
Ooh.
That went off 2 hands.
Yeah.
2 hands.
Sure looked like it. Mueller going to get a little break here. Might be a little tired. This is probably a good time to just to get her. When she comes in, I bet she doesn't come out again.
I bet you're right. Tough call over the back. Matlack.
Huh. That's 3, I think, on Matlack. There's a 4. Oh, 4.
It is 4.
4 fouls. That's
4 fouls with 10.5 minutes left.
Right. And
That's
she's their primary rebounder. And probably their second best rebounder is currently sitting on the bench with 3 fouls. So,
That's right.
Tab doesn't seem to be wanting to make a change.
Not yet.
Right now.
We'll see how long it takes for her to send Schultz back in the game.
Right. Longer than it would have taken me, I think. But she knows her team, so now one thing you gotta look at now is Central needs to come down and find whoever she's guarding, post them up. Nice play. Surely that's on the floor. Yeah.
Great drive by Hilton.
Yeah. Yeah, she's played great this second half as far as her shots go. She played well in the first half too, but this half it looks even better when your shots start falling.
Yep. Attacking a little bit more.
Right. Playing with a lot of confidence.
Yep, she is.
Number 20. She's I used to have a comparison. There was a men's player, like an NBA player, where awkward's not a good word because she's not awkward. She's very skilled. But somehow she would get stuff up there. You know, you're like, I'm playing pretty good defense, but her whole upper body would be twisted to the side a little bit. And, you know, she's not shooting it right from her shoulder. One time she'll shoot it from her hip. And she just gets the ball up there, and she makes it. And there's a pro player. I can't remember his name now. I'm sure I'll remember it in a week, and I'll call everybody and let them know what it was. But he was the same way, and he was just a scorer. No matter what was going on, he was going to get the ball up there.
Well, I had a player for me early on, kind of like that you're wondering how in the world he gets to the hole.
Right.
And that's Josiah Williams.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Coaching with Coach Brian.
Right.
Hilton with another big 3.
Yep. Hilton is playing fantastic in the second half.
Great. Great offense, great defense. Ozark with another 1-point lead. 9:44 left in the game.
Yeah. Good leadership there by Frazier too, as they called the timeout, and with a 1-point deficit, and she turned around and looked at everyone and said, "Hey, ladies, we're good." And that's the type of thing you need, because you don't want people getting down, and it's still a lot of game left. I mean, both teams could end up in the 80s. So, and it's only 57-56 right now. So both teams are doing a great job. And I'd like to give a shout out to Luke Cole, who tweeted out Daryl Doss, which we did later figure out, and our apologies to Daryl on that, considering I coached against him for, 5 years, 6 years, and he beat me so many times that I just chose to forget his name. That's what I'm going to go with there. And Ryan actually coached him when he coached the men, too. So thank you, Luke. I love the interactiveness of Twitter nowadays. I don't have a Twitter, but I'm sure if I did, it'd be things like that would make me love it.
That's right.
You can get any information you want. If someone could tweet out to us how I can make $1 million, I'll also read that online, on the air.
We'll take your game predictions as well.
Right. Yeah, let's have a contest. Let's predict the final score. Tweet it at Barkley College, and we will have people monitoring it, and we'll see who comes closest to the final score of this game. Nice move by Terry. Oh, just didn't fall. Terry's only got the one bucket tonight, and normally just a really good three-point shooter. And so she's
struggling.
She's struggling a little bit. Salmons is struggling a little bit. You got Mueller and Frazier that have played really well, kind of carrying. And then Aarons has done good off the bench. It's one of those things where it feels like Ozark is playing really well. Probably I would say as well as they could play, but they're playing really well, probably closer to the top of their game right now. And with Central, it seems like, you know, if a few things start happening, like Salmon starts hitting some shots, Terry hits shots, which isn't happening, and that's two of their better scorers. This game could swing Central's way real quick, but not to take anything away from Ozark, because they've played great. Bailey Hilton again, what a great save.
Play.
Yes.
Great play.
Great job.
Took that bounce pass, fumbled it around, still saved it, got it in for the shot. And here we go on the free throw line again.
Yes, again. And to Ozark's credit, they've been making their free throws here in the second half, which they didn't do in the first half.
That's right.
2 of 10 in the first half. Good shot.
Calmly knocks it down by the lefty.
Yeah, like most twins, one's left-handed and Chelsea's actually right-handed. Gets her own rebound.
Rims out.
Yeah.
Good effort.
One thing Ozark's done a good job of, Frazier and Mueller have been, you know, they combined for 28 of the 41 points in the first half, and they probably got about 6 to 8 points this half. So they've kind of shut them down a little bit. That's a great shot. Anytime you're coming down in transition to hit that little trailer at the free throw line like that, and you can tell that Kendall Schultz has got the ability to knock that down. That's a rhythm jump shot I was talking to you about earlier. That's a shot that can really go down. Rotation late there.
Aaron's with another bucket.
Yep.
2 in a row.
This is a good secondary break, and Aaron's just beat her in the Ozark defender. I think it was Snow. It was just a touch late. Ooh, that's a tough pass. Real tough pass.
Frazier
wow.
Through the hole.
Hilton needs to attack the basket, and she does.
Nice finish.
Great game.
Great
Just a
game.
Great game. Great second half for her. 62-60 with 7 minutes left. Aaron's flashed through there again. I thought she was open again.
I thought she was too. Ozark back to their man-to-man.
Miss Terry still can't find it. She looked at her coach and said something and rolled her eyes. I think she's,
Great finish. And the foul. Frazier landed kind of weird there.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's a contact. She landed hard.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's more of a bruise than a twist or a sprain. She's a tough kid.
Oh, interesting. Mueller coming out again. I wouldn't have envisioned that, but well, it is her 4th foul, so yeah, it's going to be the. I think if I were to guess, maybe the Frazier show here for a little bit. Really, her hunting some shots more so than she has. I mean, she comes into the game averaging 14 points a game, and really hasn't looked too much. There it is on cue. I think we'll see a steady diet of that until Mueller comes back into the game. And there's Bailey Hilton for 3 again. She is absolutely on fire. And Dahlstein is just beside herself, wondering why she is wide open all game long, at least second half long.
Ozark again with
Once
the lead.
again, 5 out, spreading the defense, even against the zone. With random flash through the middle. There's a good cut. I think that's fortunate. Oh, Aaron shouldn't bring that down, but that's all right. She got the basket anyway. And Bailey Hilton, look at this. When you're playing well, people just don't guard you.
Things just go right. Lead back and forth.
And Salmons came down the court and said, I can't keep up with her, coach. And Dahlstein did not like that answer.
Great defensive play by Matlack. Tesha Snow looking to push it again. And again, going to the hole. Little contact.
Oh, man.
And the bucket. Maybe
Ozark
time
is
for a
just playing-
timeout.
Yeah, I'm surprised she hasn't called one yet. Things are, Salmons is frustrated. Frazier's, oh, that's quick.
Looks like that's
that could be
Salmons over the
5.
back.
That could be 5. That could be 5.
And you know, the way Aarons has been playing, I'm kind of surprised that didn't go in.
Right.
That's 5 for Salmons.
That's big with a foul. And the 5th foul. Yeah, he's telling coach that that's 5 fouls, and you know we've already taken care of that because they've already substituted in. That's, yeah.
And now she really knows it.
Doug.
He cleared that one up.
Doug was
for
doing a
third
good
time.
job making sure Coach Dolstein knew that that girl had 5 fouls that she had already substituted in about 2 o'clock or so. So Doug and I have a love-hate relationship. He loved to hate me when I coached.
And I think the feeling was fairly mutual. Another steal. Matlack pushes for the kick. Hilton for the 3. And it's good.
Absolutely.
On fire.
Yes.
There's
There
a
it
timeout.
is.
Oh, she stepped
Yeah.
over the line.
You know, that's always, you know, as a coach, it was always fun to. What's going on?
I
As a
thought that was a
coach, it was
timeout.
always
She
fun.
stepped over the line. Ozark ball.
I am right now baffled at what just happened.
That was big.
So, interesting. Matlack with I mean, like that. She's spinning to the left and throws it up from her hip on the right. I mean, it's that type of thing, and it's not a criticism. In fact, it's praise.
It's an impressive shot.
Yeah, I mean, she's just
has a way to get the
yeah,
ball in
I
the
mean,
hole.
she's gonna get the shot up, and I don't care how you're defending her. She's a good player. She was a good player last year, her first year transfer into Ozark. Done a good job. You know, we got any answers to our Twitter question at Barkley College?
I don't
Do
know.
we have the ability to check? I don't. Once again, I think the real question should be, is Bailey Hilton going to score 50 tonight? What'd she have it at the half? Bailey Hilton at the half had
5 points.
5 points. Yeah, I bet she has 25 points now. And Mueller's back in the game. Oh, nice pass. Great job. That is a tough. Ooh, that is a tough break for Snow. That looked like a pretty good block. But that was an absolutely fantastic pass by Frazier to Aarons as she cut. Well, maybe that's why the foul is. Tesha Snow was walking around with Aaron's headband. She had stolen it. So
I think they
not
got
only
her.
was it a foul, it was also a felony.
Nothing
Grand
on
theft.
Twitter.
Nothing on Twitter.
Nothing on Twitter
All
yet.
right. Nobody thought
It's
that
getting a
was
little
good
late
idea.
here.
Right.
4:22 left.
74-67. Aaron's played really, really well
Played a
tonight.
great game. She's played a great game.
There it is.
I think she's 7 for 8 from the line today, I think.
Right. And as you can see, Bailey Hilton's, we'll see if she's really living a charmed life, because the defensive assignment has changed from a freshman to Kelsey Mueller. And she might not be as open anymore. Good hustle down there. Did we get a timeout? Yeah, it was a good hustle by Ozark there to get that ball, call timeout. So we got a full timeout. Once again, 74-68, 4 minutes left. We shall see how this shakes out. This is going to be, I think it's going to be right now is star time. And, your secondary players are going to play some roles and stuff, but it'll be interesting to see which one of Kelsey Mueller, Caitlin Frazier, and then both Matlack. And then tonight, I mean, Hilton's been the star of stars tonight.
She has.
Especially here in the second half. So we'll see of those four kind of who
takes over,
exerts their will onto the other team.
The outcome of the game.
And speaking of secondary players, Snow has been great. That was a great shot by Kendall Schultz as she caught that, kept it high, fundamentally perfect.
Yeah,
just
nice
didn't
shot.
drop. Just didn't drop. Caitlin Frazier, low to the ground. Ooh, that's a tough one. I mean, probably a foul. It's just playing good defense. Terry going to the line. 78% from the line.
It's 2 for 2 in the first half.
2 for 2 in the first half. And something to watch. This is the type of thing that might help her stroke from the three-point line.
That's true.
Because when you're struggling to knock down shots, best thing to do is get to the free throw line where you can shoot a couple where no one's guarding you.
Hit
There
them
you go,
both.
2 for 2.
Didn't hit anything. Nothing but net.
Wouldn't surprise me if we see her open again if she doesn't swish one from the three-point line because of that. Great play by Hilton. That's
Kick
great
out.
ball movement. That's a textbook example of what I was talking about.
Inside out.
Yeah. And just great ball movement, a great shot. Matlack, more of a driver than a three-point shooter, but that ball movement, that execution was perfect. In rhythm, she's going to knock that down. Harrington not even looking to shoot that time, which is fine. They might have specific.
That one looks
Looks
short.
good. Oh, Harrington
Great
tried.
rebound. 7-point game, under 3 minutes now.
Yeah, and the interesting thing with Tab, like I said, she is focused on an attacking style. Yep, that's off the blue. She is focused on an attacking style in which, it's how they play. They attack the basket, they kick it out, they hit threes, they go to the free throw line. But with 3 minutes left and a 7-point lead, if there's a play in there that causes you to go from side to side, run a little bit of clock, that'd be great. Aarons, why not? Why not? As well as she's played, why not?
She's done it from the paint.
Yeah.
Now she does it from the baseline. That was a great shot.
Yep. She's going to be happy with her stat line by the end of the night. Oh, yep. Aarons bailed her out right
Little
at the
tight.
end. Yep.
Little tight on the defense.
She doesn't agree with the call, but she did. She bumped it pretty good.
She did.
We have Snow right now, a 58% free throw shooter on the year.
Knocks
Nice
it down.
shot. Nice shot.
She's been handling the pressure really well here in the second half as well.
Yeah, she's had a really good game.
Matlack back in for Kendall Schultz. He's played well with 4 fouls for several minutes.
I mean, this is what you want from a championship game.
Yeah.
I mean, both teams have played really well. It's been relatively clean. There hasn't been any chippiness. They've both given each other their best shots. And
Big
we'll
players
see how
are
it
making
goes.
big plays.
Yep, that would have been a shot. Great rebound.
Another rebound by Matlack.
Both Matlacks, one of the things I really like it seeing rebounders, and we've had a few here at Barclay that were tremendous rebounders. People that rebound out of space. They don't just get the balls that come to them. They get the ball that are within 5 feet of them. And both Matlacks are that way.
Tough call, no half court.
Mueller did a good job there of getting her on her hip
On her
and then
hip and
kind of
getting the
changing
call.
speeds, and,
Yep.
and Hilton just ran up the back of her. Mueller, 78% free throw shooter. That's good.
I don't
First
remember
one.
seeing her miss in the tournament from the line.
Right. 78-74. Just under 2 minutes. Swishes them both. 78-75. It's a one-possession game. Caitlin Frazier's going to harass. Good timeout by Tab Hall. And that's something to watch here. In fact, it was something I was thinking about in preparation for the game is Central Christian has Frazier, who is obviously a point guard, and a good one at that. Ozark, on the other hand, Bailey Hilton will bring the ball up, but Matlack will bring the ball up. They don't have what I would call a traditional, hey, I'm the one, give me the ball, I will get us in our offense type of thing. And in a game like this that's about to get pretty hectic, pretty frantic, it'll be interesting to see who steps up for Ozark and actually becomes that floor general.
That's right.
And maybe there is someone, and I just haven't seen him. You know, like I said, I've seen him for 3 days, so it certainly doesn't make me an Ozark expert. But just from what I've seen, it's kind of point guard by committee.
Yeah. From what I've seen, I think they'll get into Hilton's hand and let her pick her spots. She had 2 or 3 sets in a row where she drove and kicked.
Right.
And the way she's been playing on both ends, I think that'd be a good option.
Yeah. So here we are, man-to-man. I feel like Bill Raftery. Man-to-man. Oh, wow. That's a... Good kick. Mueller. Yeah.
Good shot. 1-point game.
There are a lot of coaches in this conference that'll be happy when she graduates.
That's right. I know
She
there's
has
one right
been
here.
an absolute monster for 4 years. I mean, is it crazy to possibly say she's the most decorated women's basketball player in our conference's history?
She could be. She could be.
She's been first team. She's been All-American a few years, Conference Player of the Year at least twice, if not 3 times. First team every year. I don't know.
Could be.
Interesting. The 1:08 left of the game. Ozark up 78-77. Right now they got a 30-second shot clock. We'll come out to Bailey Hilton. She's going to put the ball on the floor. Mueller, Gardner with 4 fouls, and then throws it away.
Tough defense. Aaron's again in the mix.
Yep.
Great off-the-ball defense. 61 seconds
Mueller's
left.
played great, which you know she's going to. But Aaron's they might give her the game ball depending on how this game comes out, because she has played a great game today.
Great game.
There she is. Really looking for. They're coming back
Mueller in the
over.
post.
They're really looking for Mueller in the post, and now they got Frazier.
She's gonna get it.
There it is. She's gonna turn.
3 of them dive down.
Yeah. There's good defense by Ozark, knowing that.
The hole.
That's a great play.
35 seconds left. 1-point game. See what we got.
If it were me, I'd be looking at Matlack somehow, Chelsea Matlack somehow on the post.
Yep.
Or possibly driving, because that is something that she's.
Oh, my.
I don't even know what to say right now.
Oh, my. That was a
I
tough
don't know.
call.
With 22 seconds left, that
was
is
a
a
tough
tough call.
Timeout Ozark.
Wow. I don't even know what to say. Wow. Okay, well, Tab did a good job of staying in the moment, and she's gonna have to get something where they get the ball back or looking to foul. I mean, right now with the people on the floor, who they're looking to call that foul on, or who they're looking to foul, might be, I don't know. They all shoot pretty well. Everyone's above 70% that's currently on the floor. Yeah, you're just gonna have to foul someone. I hope they miss, because every player for Central and on the floor shoots 75 or better from the free throw line. You have Aaron's at 78, Tiana Terry at 78. In fact, Frazier is the lowest at 71. This would be the person you'd want to foul, if anyone. You know, and then it's pick your poison, because now you're fouling first team all conference.
That's right.
But that's a good job. 20 seconds. It's a 4th foul on Hilton, arguably the best three-point shooter. So, especially if they need a 3, Coach Hall might tell Hilton not to foul anymore. Knocks
Big
down
shot
the
by the
first one.
sophomore.
Knocks down the first one.
2-point
This
game.
third one will be big. One of the things Ozark likes to do is they like to come full speed down at one sideline and do a dribble handoff into a three on the wing. We'll see how that works. So 3-point game. No. I don't know what the timeout situation is for Tab. I don't know if she had one. It might have been a good idea to call one and set something up. But like I said, she might not have one. So Whitney Matlack just fouled out of the game.
Well, and in spite of the timeout or not,
yeah,
from this angle, that three didn't look too far off.
No, it was just long.
Yep.
Looked like it was on. Frazier again. That's a big one. That makes it a 2-possession game now. The win probability percentage just sank a lot. 83-78. They need to push this via the pass.
Take the ball to the hole.
There you go. Oh, close. And a foul. It's not something you want. You don't want to stop the clock, obviously, but it looks like, barring a miracle, she's going to have to make both of these. They're going to have to get into a full court, man-to-man, or some type of press, steal it, and have the frame of reference to hit. Kick it back out for a three. So we'll see how it. Ooh, that's tough.
And
yep. Well, we go back to that travel call with 20 seconds left. That was
22 seconds
absolutely huge. Wow, I'm still stunned. And you look and see who's gone to the free throw line now for the last 6 shots. 4 for Frazier, 2 for Mueller. The best player should close it out. And they went 6 for 6, and it's a 6-point lead. And Hilton misses a shot right there at the end. So, congratulations to both teams, actually, because that was a fantastic championship game. And Central Christian pulls out that win, 85-79. Once again, the two studs for Central Christian played absolutely fantastic. Frazier and Mueller. Bailey Hilton, what a great game for her, especially the second half.
Played a great second half.
Matt Lax both played well, and then Aaron's for Central Christian had a really great game.
She did.
And you always need those people to step up. So what a great game. And as they pray together, it's a hallmark of Midwest Christian College Conference. Both teams praying together, and what a great conference championship game.
That's right. Ozark may be making their case for that large bid in the national tournament.
Right.
Games in Joplin.
They did
Conference tournament runner-up,
right.
Ozark Christian College.
Central Christian's about to receive their trophy or plaque, I think it is. Ozark's getting theirs right now. And Kendall Schultz wanted me to give a shout out to her parents. Like I said, being from Chatham, Illinois, it's nice to see someone here from Pleasant Plains, Illinois. I got family that lives in Pleasant Plains. Kendall's taking the picture right now with her runner-up plaque. So hello to Mr. and Mrs. Schultz, and area code 217. She did the area code proud today. So
great game.
Great game
by the Ambassadors. Congratulations for the second place finish in conference tournament.
And the conference tournament champions for the women's team, Central Christian College of the Bible Saints.
Central Christian coming out to pick up their championship plaque. You know, the interesting thing about that is Chris Lamb may be the coolest person on the planet. You know, he's got the plaque, and he just looks up here at the PA announcer, just kind of winks and shoots the gun at him with his finger, and things happen. You know, things happen when Chris Lamb's in the building, and
he's the man.
Right. I mean,
well deserved.
I think all of Haviland will miss him when he leaves.
What's that?
I think all of Haviland will miss him when he goes home on the bus
I think
tonight.
you're probably right.
So, great guy.
I know I will.
And that's no lie. Chris Lamb is maybe one of the coolest people on the planet. I'm not even joking about that. I love Chris. So, he's pointing at one of us. In fact, Chris is currently talking to my partner, telling him what to do in the men's game. So, and he's doing it. Well, all right, that was fun. We're going to head out. The boys' game is going to start here in about 20 minutes. Just a few stats for the game. Mueller finishes the game with 32 points, 12 rebounds. Frazier, 21 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. And the real key tonight for Central Christian is Aarons with 18 points, 6 boards off the bench. She just did a great job. For Ozark Christian College, once again, Matlack had 18 points, 10 rebounds, did a great job. Whitney Matlack, 8 points, 5 rebounds. Tesha Snow did a great job coming off the bench. Or she started, but just being another threat, 11 points, 5 boards, and 8 assists. And then Bailey Hilton, the star, 20 points in the second half, 25 points, 6 boards. So once again, your conference champions are Central Christian College Saints over Ozark, a score 85-79.
Coming to Barkley College as a new student, I really had no idea what to expect. Coming from a big city, and it was a really big change for me. Everything was just so positive. People here really want to know about you, and they pray for you, and they laugh with you, and just whether I'm eating lunch with my friends or going to a basketball game, just hanging out at the coffee shop or with small groups, there's always something fun going on. Barkley has helped me realize what a community looks like.
Here at Barclay, I've experienced great community, not only with your students and the peers around, but also with the professors. I actually get to have a lot of one-on-one time with my advisor, and she's helped me out a lot with my education struggles and my spiritual struggles. Other teachers have been willing to make time for both in the class and out of class. They've listened to me, they've encouraged me, they have prayed with me through the joys and struggles of being a college student. At Barclay, professors are more than just teachers, they're friends and mentors. Those relationships have made learning so much more enjoyable for me.
Besides learning in a classroom environment at Barkley, Barkley provides hands-on experiences. At Barkley, I'm not just preparing for ministry, I'm serving as I prepare for ministry. And I've gotten the opportunity to prepare with a lot of students in local ministries, at the church, at the local church, and in a larger community as well. Barkley has just given me avenues to use my gifts and talents in ways that equip me for the future.
I'm so thankful to have received the full tuition scholarship that Barkley College gives to all on-campus students. There are so many ways Barkley College has blessed me. Between the scholarship, athletics, small groups, and classes, I've learned about trust, faith, and God's guidance. My experience at Barkley College has definitely brought me closer to Christ.